Terrificon is back. The Terrific Comic-Con, devoted to, what else? Comic books and their creators, returns to Mohegan Sun Expo Center in Connecticut. The 3-day event features the largest gathering of comic book writers and artists. The largest of its kind in New England is on August 9th through the 11th. Terrificon producer Mitch Halleck promises this year's event will be the best con he's ever produced, with today's top talent like Tom King, Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman, Clay Mann, Liam Sharp, Derek Robertson, plus legendary creators Jim Steranko, Chris Claremont, Jim Starlin, Jerry Ordway, and in his final con appearance, the one and only George Perez. Terrificon will be celebrating Batman's anniversary, as well as featuring actors from the Bat films, Billy D. Williams, Robert Wuhl, and Val Kilmer. Plus, Doctor Who's John Barrowman, The Flash's John Wesley Shipp, the voice cast reunion of Animaniacs, and Pinky and the Brain, and lots more. See for yourself why Terrificon is summer's hottest Comic-Con. This August 9th through the 11th, only at Mohegan Sun. For more information and guest list, visit Terrificon.com. It's terrific! Hi everybody, welcome back to Word Balloon, the comic book conversation show. John Suntress here, fun episode today. It's game time with Tom King, Julie Benson, and Shawna Benson. We did this before, and we had such a great time playing movie trivia with each other, and I am pleased to say that you, the League of Word Balloon listeners, responded well, because every time these people have been at conventions, somebody comes up to them at their table and says, I really enjoyed that podcast you did with John, where you guys were playing movie trivia. Because I know the Bensons especially, when we recorded it, we're like, no one's going to want to listen to this. I'm like, everyone's going to want to listen to this. It's a blast. And I'm really glad. It did incredibly well in terms of audience response, and people really wanted to hear it. But also, we had fun. And, ever since then, we've been trying to get back together where the four of us were not busy on a weekend night to play the game. So we did find one, certainly while I'm down and the majority of the time housebound dealing with my injury, so that made it easier for me. And Julie and Shawna were between writing gigs, and Tom had some free time away from the family, so we all got together to do this really fun movie trivia thing. And then, of course, it got interrupted because I am on duty as far as radio goes, where they're letting me work a couple days a week. Occasionally, there are weeks where they're not letting me work, as the doctors give me these treatments to close this wound on my ankle. It's healing. It's going great, and it's even ahead of schedule. But it is still, a time-sensitive kind of thing that is taking its sweet time. It's been about 5 months now since I had the injury. And it is surprising. I guess 6 months, really. God, we're at late May, and it was around this time in December when I went down with the injury. But anyway, this is fun. But we got interrupted mid-game. But you'll get enough of it, and there certainly is a nice hour here of movie trivia questions that mostly we get wrong, but a few that we get right. And it's hard, because this is old-time movies. These are pre-1980 movies in most cases. And, all four of us love classic movies. We love Turner Classic Movies. We love the Criterion Collection, and find a lot of greatness in some of the history of Hollywood. So it's a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it. A side note, this, of course, was recorded before the Tom King news this week, that Tom, his run on Batman is being cut short by DC Comics. Tom was planning to do the book until about 103 or 106, as we've talked about in previous conversations. But now the word is that they're cutting it short around in the 80s. So we still have some time to go. I think around 6 to 8 months to go on Tom's run. But that's surprising and frankly very disappointing, because I think Tom has, like Scott Snyder before him, come out of the blue to write one of the great seminal runs of Batman. And no matter what, that can't be denied. And I think he's telling an epic story. And yeah, a lot of people were disappointed that Batman and Catwoman didn't tie the knot with issue 50, but obviously this is a much more complex story, and finding out that it's being cut short concerns me that the complexity might not come through. But knowing Tom, I'm sure he'll find a way to continue to tell us an effective story, and hopefully this gives him enough of a chance to wrap things up in a great way. Tom's going to be fine. Tom is going to go on to other great things. Sheriff of Babylon, his Vision Run, all these other great books that he's already written. Tom's a great writer. He'll be fine. Whoever DC picks to succeed Tom on Batman, good luck. In a lot of ways, that was the same question of when Scott Snyder was leaving Batman. Good luck. And frankly, I was nervous about Tom taking over Batman because Tom is a friend. And he's been a very good friend and continues to be a good friend. But I wish him nothing but the best. I know he's going to be fine because he's a great, talented writer. Same goes with the Bensons. I was not happy when DC let the Bensons go because I think they really not only are great comic book fans but understand how to write good comic books. And they're going to be fine as well because they're talented writers and their work in TV continues and their work in comics will continue as they see fit to put it in their schedule. But I don't know. I'm shrugging. I mean, it's not the first time that very popular writers or artists have been jerked around. I know people made comparisons when they heard about the news about Tom this week to when Mark Waid and Mike Wieringo were taken off of Fantastic Four. All I can do is shake my head, as we all do, and say, okay, good luck. I don't know what you're planning, but it seems like you had a good thing going here. Regardless, let's enjoy the fun of game night with the Benson sisters, Julie and Shawna Benson, and Tom King on this episode of Word Balloon. It's all brought to you by the League of Word Balloon listeners. Thank you, League, for your great support. As always, greatly appreciated. Your subscriptions through Patreon really help out, and I thank you. We're coming to the end of May, and again, I mean, I'm on this weird on 1 week, off 1 week radio schedule because of doctor's orders as they apply these treatments to finally wrap things up with my ankle. And the League of Word Balloon listeners has had my back in a great way. And, you know, honestly, I was really looking forward to 2019 before getting injured because so many things were being set in motion in terms of the evolution of Word Balloon. And a lot of it is coming through. And I really was concerned when I was with the doctors that it might hurt the ability for the podcast to grow. And thankfully, you know, that hasn't been the case. And I'm really appreciative of that. And I hope you're hearing it through the product that I'm providing with you here at Word Balloon. Word Balloon is free. It'll always be free. But if you want to help the cause, you can subscribe to Word Balloon via Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/wordballoon. Or you can click on the Patreon ad on the front page of wordballoon.com to get to my Patreon page. Thank you, as always, for your support, League of Word Balloon listeners. This episode of Word Balloon also brought to you by Aftershock Comics, one of the industry's fastest-growing independent publishing companies. As you know, they're promoting 2019 as the year of reading dangerously. They're backing it up with great books. Things like The Last Space Race, one of my personal favorites that came out last year. Animosity from Marguerite Bennett, A Walk Through Hell from Garth Ennis, Dark Ark from Cullen Bunn and Juan Doe, Donny Cates' Baby Teeth, Oberon from Ryan Parrott, Stronghold from Phil Hester and Ryan Kelly, Dark Red from Tim Seeley. Things that came out this month, like Descendant from Stephanie Phillips, Killer Groove, which is out next week, from Ollie Masters and Owen Marin. Great stuff. And they're going to continue in 2019 with more really interesting books at Aftershock Comics. You can go to their website and find out what they're all about and find story descriptions, preview pages, and the diamond codes on these books to order through your local shop at AftershockComics.com. All right, without further ado, let's get into our game show episode of Word Balloon with Shawna Benson, Julie Benson, and Tom King. Excellent. It's been more than a year than our last game show episode of Word Balloon. And I'm thrilled that I'll call them all returning champions. It's like that woman in Seinfeld at the marathon. You're all winners.
I was distinctly not the winner. I remember being distinctly the loser.
I also remember that because I was the winner.
Somehow I lost really miserably. Sad.
I never win anything, so I was really excited.
Interesting.
Oh, wait, John, did you win or did I win?
I think I won, but I don't care. I love...
Oh, you're bragging about a win you didn't even have.
Trying to steal his glory.
I won in my heart.
Well, but I seem to remember that you guys were definitely up for the rematch. You guys are like Ali after the first Frazier fight.
We're like,
come on, let's do it again.
This time, for sure.
I lost both in my heart and in reality.
Oh man, have we been training to Frank Stallone's "Far From Over" or anything like that. My favorite song from Staying Alive. Thank you. The sequel to Saturday Night Fever.
Well, I was thinking that we all should have had, what's the new, not Sinopolis, what's it called? Not Cinespia, the stupid, Criterion, the Criterion channel.
Wait, you went from Sinopolis to Cinephilia, and then you just made up Criterion.
That was a big leap, but we're here. You know, is it good? You guys have it? Does anyone have Criterion Channel? I haven't gotten it yet.
No. I'm waiting for Tom to buy it for me for my birthday.
Sure.
When's your birthday?
August 24th, same as Shawna.
It's my birthday, Tom.
Oh my God, you have the birthday on the same day and your sister's? Let's talk about that on a panel for 20 minutes.
Oh, we have. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, is right. Well, hey, how's the TV frontier going? Screenwriters.
We're in staffing season hell.
Yeah.
We, quote, fired our agents, even though technically they just didn't agree to a contract that, is morally correct, and decided that they didn't want to represent us because they didn't sign this contract. So they legally can't even represent us anymore. So there wasn't really a firing. It was more like, okay, then I guess we'll go over here now. Bye.
Crazy.
But if you read the trades, we're mobsters who have fired our agents and think we, deserve the world or something because, writers. And it's been crazy, and it's right in the middle of staffing season, and this is the time when, in a few weeks the upfronts will happen and all the network shows will get picked up, and we'll see what happens. Shawna and I went out for a bunch of meetings, thank God, this year. So we're waiting to hear on a bunch of stuff. But yeah, it's a little anxiety inducing. But writer Twitter has been really nice. Everybody's supporting each other. There's been mixers, all that good stuff. Everybody's in solidarity. So that's been the wonderful thing of the whole mess.
That's good to hear. Absolutely. No, and I've seen evidence of it, of the people that I follow on Twitter and stuff. You guys and Heath Corson and people like that. So, obviously, hey, I'm a union man. I'm a Screen Actors Guild man, so I'm on your side. Absolutely on that.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell's yeah.
I tried to fire my agent, but she signed the thing.
Oh, she did?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Or she's not a member of the ATA.
Loophole.
I'm not cool. I'm not cool enough to have an agent that's cool.
No, that is entirely untrue. And I think it's great that you actually have representation right now, because all those TV jobs that you're gunning for out here in LA, are really happening. You're never gonna move out here. What are you talking about?
I grew up there. I'm all about the LA life. What's up,
the LA life. You're going to live in, Reseda or something. I don't even know where Reseda is, but it just sounds like a place where you would move.
See, I only know it from the
Karate. I only know it from the Karate Kid, I think.
He'll live in Costa Mesa.
Costa Mesa.
Huntington Beach.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Huntington Beach is nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Wait a minute.
I'm upgrading here.
I'm just saying he'll be down in the OC. We'll never see him.
Yeah, Shawna's taunts are, you're going to live in Bel Air.
I was born in the OC in Tustin.
So. Were you?
Oh, I know where the Tustin
By the auto mall?
By the auto mall, yes. I'll have you know.
That is our one frame of reference for Tustin.
If there's a jingle, I'll sing it.
Beautiful down.
I like it a lot. This is awesome, man. This is what I was hoping for. Absolutely.
I'm glad we're doing this, John, because
No, I agree. Go on.
Oh, no, I was saying every time we go to a convention, somebody inevitably comes to the table and says, oh, I heard you guys on Word Balloon and you did the Trivial Pursuit with Tom, and that was awesome. And I'm always like, you listen to that whole 3-hour thing
I know,
that we did.
This is what I'm saying. I know. And at first, I don't think you guys believed me. I'm like, really? I got a lot of nice emails about this and different, social media messages. Like, hey, I really enjoyed the trivia thing. I'm like, I'm happy to do it again. I mean, for a while, I was only doing it with, Gabe Hardman or Hillary Barta and people like that. And honestly, I didn't have a movie going woman friend until that could there was also a comic creator that would hang out. Like Janet Leigh, I think is the last one that we really talked old movies and stuff. She's one of us. So what's her thing with Jim McCann? Janet Leigh and Jim McCann, they did that. I can't remember the name of their awesome book.
That's 10 years ago.
I know. So, and I see Janet shows up at the cons. She's awesome. And we even did and Karina Becco too, Gabe Hardman's wife and co-collaborator. They're old movie people as well. So I want to get Criterion back to the tangent because I really, I'm a huge fan. I've got tons of Criterion discs, and if you can stream the special features of then I'm kind of in. Although again, with the Disney Plus coming up, I know I'm going to get that. I have DC Universe. I'm digging Doom Patrol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just ordered all the toys for my daughter, all the special toys. It's her birthday, and I ordered them, and they came today. They're beautiful.
Doom Patrol toys? Wow, I didn't know they were making them.
No. They have special Justice League Unlimited toys. You can only buy the DC Universe app.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
So they're fancy. They're cool.
Wow. I saw Fatal 5, of course, with our friend Susan Eisenberg as Wonder Woman. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
So
I met the guys who wrote that. They're cool.
Oh, that's cool. Excellent.
But I'm having the year of noir. That's what I'm doing. I'm only watching noirs this year.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good year.
I'm trying to master that topic, and I'm failing, but I'm trying.
No, he's gonna totally kick our asses.
Oh no, there's good stuff. Exactly. It's like his workouts for this. I understand.
No, I'm not going to kick your asses because I don't have a memory. I can't tell my Dustin Hoffmans from my Tommy Lee Joneses. I don't know.
There's a big height difference to begin with, I think. But I'm not.
Wait,
saying.
I was looking something up. Was Tom making fun of me? This is what I was looking up. Ready? Hang on.
Go. Yeah.
Are we looking up the Criterion channel? Is this the Frank Stallone?
No, or it might be part of Far From Over. I don't know.
Wants to name that theme song.
It's Press Your Luck theme song.
Oh, nice. I was thinking it was a game show theme song, but then Tom threw me, and I'm like, oh, maybe it is from Staying Alive or something like that. Wow. Is that your favorite?
You're losing.
We should go around
Staying Alive is a crazy-ass movie. Have you guys seen that one?
It's so messed up.
I love that movie.
Messed up.
Fiona Hughes, is that her name? The woman that, hello, Danny. She was on General Hospital, and she was Scorpio's wife, Anna Devine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already losing this game. We haven't even started.
See, exactly. These are my gymnastics before tough movie trivia thing. But yeah, I love her. No, she's always like the bad girl in every movie that she's ever done. From Staying Alive.
Yeah. But that movie is crazy, especially when they go to the bridge and like somebody's about to jump off. It's that one guy. Wasn't he the guy from Peggy Sue Got Married? That one guy. What am I thinking of?
I have no idea.
That I don't know.
Well, this is why I need IMDb.
The only things I remember from Staying Alive is the Frank Stallone theme, Far From Over. I remember the cameo of Stallone as he's walking down the street. And, oh my God, look who I just walked into. And he turns around and looks at him, and it's Sylvester Stallone. And then the musical itself, that's supposed to be like Dante's Inferno or something like that. And it's the worst musical you'd ever want to see. It's so bad. It reminds me of, remember the Cannon films, The Apple, the rock opera that the Cannon guys made? If you guys,
oh yeah,
and if you don't know what I'm talking about, both contestants and listeners, you can find out more about it in the great Cannon Films documentary, Electric Boogaloo, the story of Cannon Films, which is ridiculously funny and amazing. And, Cannon, of course, the makers of Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, among other schlocky movies, and all the Death Wish sequels. And then 90% of Chuck Norris's film career as well. So, absolutely worth watching. Unbelievably funny. If you don't know. Have you guys seen that? No? Yes?
No, not the Cannon thing. I know of Cannon Films, but I've never seen that documentary.
It's amazing. It really is amazing. I didn't know, remember, and well, again, I'm older, but Last American Virgin, terrible 80s teen sex comedy, that was kind of their big hit. And prior to making that, they were both Israelis. They're from Israel and everything. And they had a huge teen sex comedy there called Lemon Popsicle, which is the same plot as Last American Virgin, but with a smaller budget. And it was huge. It was like the top movie in Israel, and that gave them the seed money to come to Hollywood and start making the stuff they made in the 80s. And I'm fascinated.
That's pretty cool. We should start an urban legend that like anything with a low budget that makes like a ton of money it was a popsicle movie, like start some sort of crazy
flavors of popsicles.
Yeah.
Sure.
font of trivia, so I'm not actually sure how we have to stand a chance in this competition.
Obviously, back in 1970,
this is my equivalent of being on Venice Beach and like pumping iron or something like that. Yeah, I'm not trying to brag, ladies, but how you doing? Cannon Film sounds good.
I feel like John has set us up to lose this game immediately.
I feel like this was just a ploy.
We're just serving John's ego here somehow.
I'm happy to serve it.
God
all right,
bless
what
you.
are the rules this time around?
Well, are we all armed with a dice, one dice, because it's 6 categories, and in Trivial Pursuit Silver Screen Edition.
Wait, we have to have dice? Nobody.
Don't worry.
I need to be briefed on this ahead of time.
Oh, we had it last
you didn't
time.
even have the cards last time. You had some book.
Oh, I've got the
still don't have the
TCM
cards.
book
I
here.
only
If
have
people don't want to ask or go from a silver screen question, because there are more, they're a different set of questions, and they're good. They're just as good and interesting. I mean, I just think like the Trivial Pursuit game. That's like high end hard questions, really hard questions.
Yeah, these are really hard.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I don't care.
But
I don't have a book. I don't have a book. I don't need any of your tools.
I just figured
Dice.
maybe the first person to reach 5 correct will win for a round. And the categories in Trivial Pursuit are for if you roll a 1, it's settings. If you roll a 2, it's off screen. 3 is film production facts. 4 is titles of films. 5 is on screen. And 6 is portrayals. So those are my categories. I do have a die handy. Actually, I have a die app. I couldn't find my dice. My sister came in when I got my ankle injury and like power cleaned my place, and literally I can't find like 50% of my stuff anymore. So I'm like, for real. Including like a ton of business cards I had from conventions, and I'm like, I found them, thank God. But I'm like, but I need Christopher Priest's information. I want to get a hold of him. I don't know where they are. I'm like, okay, great, thanks a lot.
I don't know where they are.
But I thought that's terrible. That's my.
All right, Shawna has like 12-sided die, so that's not gonna happen.
I know. I was expecting someone to have like. Well, I got the 20-sided die from Dungeons.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, she's got 20s.
I just like this idea that John's sister is somewhere rolling his dice. It's all mine. It's mine.
The fool.
She asked me.
I hope he breaks another.
I've been planning for 50 years, and he finally left himself vulnerable.
She asked me if she's like, should I see Endgame? I'm like, have you seen any of the Marvel movies? She's like, no. And I'm like, well, I don't want to sound mean because I don't want to like close you out, but like someone's going to walk into an elevator and everyone's going to scream with excitement, and you're going to go, what's the big deal? I'm like, so maybe that, maybe you shouldn't see Endgame.
She hadn't seen any of the other Marvel movies?
No.
Oh, that would have been fun to watch her just watch it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then it's
so
like
utterly confused.
Yeah, I spent $15 for this, and I'm like, yeah, I can appreciate that. So that's why I'm like, I'd say no. I said, because even if you just see Infinity War and then see Endgame, I'm like, you're still going to be kind of lost and miss all 90% of the in jokes, and that's half the fun of the movie.
Look, I don't
get
get
the other half is ordering pretzel bites. Thor is drinking all day and watching TV all day, and he looks like what I look like when I work out all the time.
Oh, please. Who are you telling? Good Lord. I lost 30 pounds and I still look like Thor, and I still look fatter than Thor and everything. Are you kidding me? Good Lord. Oof. Drive me nuts.
Oh, poor Thor.
I like Thor.
Oh, we love Thor. Don't get me wrong.
Fat Thor.
I'll take Fat Thor.
Atta girl. Damn right. He's a good man. Lebowski. I like people calling him Thor the dude. Thor the dude. And Lebowski.
Dude.
Too much?
Dude.
The
I liked when he got his magical powers, he did not turn into skinny ab Thor.
Yes.
Like he still had a paunch.
Yes.
It was like, yeah, no, you're worthy even if you have a paunch. That's awesome.
And again, that's what flies in the face of these people that are saying that's fat shaming, and it's like, not really. No.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a sticky wicket, and definitely not one I'm.
And actually, I've seen plus size people say, yeah, that kind of made me uncomfortable. And it's like, well, I understand, but whatever.
Well, joke after joke. After a while, you're like, yeah, no, I get it. He's got a belly. Okay, let's move on.
I don't know.
The Cheese Whiz joke was egregious.
Cheese Whiz was egregious.
Well, I'm ready with my die. Do you? All
right, we have dice. We're ready.
All right, excellent.
Your sister brought a dice over, so
I can roll for Tom. Exactly. She shipped the dice over when I shipped you guys the Trivial Pursuit questions. Do you guys have questions ready on your end?
Yeah, we have the box you gave us.
God bless you.
Two sleeves.
Tom's not ready though, and that's okay.
I'm right here. Whatever you need. I don't have the box.
I was going to say you
How
don't have the
dare
box
you.
on you. All right, that's okay. Well, no,
You'll
as
have
long
to
as
read questions and die for me. I am completely useless.
no, but that's okay because one of us can ask you the
Are
questions.
you just gonna like Google movies and be like,
I have my trivia book. I'm ready to go.
oh,
cheater?
I looked for it and found
This
it.
isn't an open book test, exactly. So I can roll for you if you'd like,
Bing
Tom.
Crosby. I got a kid named after him. All right.
this
Yeah,
was very
you-
put together impromptu. So I'm
This
very
was-
proud of you, Tom. Good job.
Yeah, it's all right.
I turned in 68 pages of script today. I'm
It's
very
all right,
tired.
buddy. Don't worry. We got
That's
you.
crazy.
We got your back. Don't worry about it. Do you want to?
Just imagine, just write this whole thing as another like Bane game for Batman. He has to
Exactly.
answer Trivial
Yeah,
Pursuit
this is how
questions for 20
Riddler is exactly. This is how Riddler's torturing him in Arkham right now. All right, riddle
There
me
you go.
this: Who in Gone with the Wind? Oh man, I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while.
Hattie McDaniel.
I was gonna say Thomas Mitchell.
It's always Thomas Mitchell.
Always Thomas Mitchell with that Irish accent. It's all to be okay. All we need to do is do horrible, horrible things to other races, and everything will be fine.
Oh God.
That movie is horrible.
Well, it's one of those things. Now, what do you do with Gone with the Wind? I think it needs to stand as it is, and I think all it needs is a teaching explanation at the beginning of course, this is terrible now, but
That's like going to be half of our
Right.
entire consumed media will have, qualifiers at the beginning of it saying, this is horrible, don't do this.
yeah.
Or
Please enjoy.
hashtag me too, dude.
Or you
Most
banish it all to the Phantom Zone, and I don't want to do that.
Most of the things I write come with that caveat, so I'm already of the
You're ahead of the game. You're
Yeah.
ahead of the game.
Just thinking ahead. It's good.
Oh man! All right. Do we care who goes first? It doesn't matter to me. We could roll.
Winner
for first.
goes first, so you won last time. You should go.
Oh
John.
my! All right. I will start. All right. I've rolled my dice, and I have a 6. So that is portrayals. Yes.
Okay.
Orange. Yes.
Shawna, you got one ready.
Okay. Who portrayed the dumb but lovable Vernon Pinkley in The Dirty Dozen?
Oh shit! I'm trying to remember names. So okay, the dumb. Oh, maybe that was. Blessed. What's his name? The big strong guy who totally could have been Superman.
Thor.
Exactly. Pinkley. I'm going to pull a Attorney General Barr and say, can you ask the question again, please?
Who portrayed the dumb but lovable Vernon Pinkley in The Dirty Dozen?
Okay, yeah, I think it's the big guy. Now, what the hell's his name? Is it Clint? Is it Clint Howard? No, it's not Clint Howard. That's Ron Howard's brother. Clint.
Howard.
Yeah, exactly.
The big strong guy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's before he went bald.
Dumb but lovable kind of fit. I think that would have been fair.
It's not Fess
Just
Parker.
because you go bald doesn't mean you can't be cool.
Right, it's not Fess Parker. I can't think of his name. All right, I don't know. Clint something. I don't know.
That would be Donald Sutherland.
Oh, that was Donald Sutherland's character. Interesting. I forgot that was his name. All right.
I did not know that one.
All right, there you go.
I mean, yes, I did.
Sure you
So
did.
far.
Sure you did. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Go, Tom.
Tom?
All right, I got to roll the. Well, no, I was the loser, so I should go last. So
Oh, that's good.
Julie goes next.
All right.
Julie.
Julie.
I rolled a 1.
1 is settings. Settings.
Yeah.
And the question is, what bridge could Sam Spade see out his office window?
Brooklyn?
No, Golden Gate. They're in San Francisco.
Oh!
Well, Tom is
Ah.
correct. And unfortunately, Julie is not correct, so there we go.
Oh, what?
Oh, I'm coming on. It was a noir. I told you it's year of noir.
Oh!
Yeah, man.
I just hear bridge and I go, Brooklyn Bridge. That's a bridge.
Yeah, I understand. But no, he was, yes, the San
Stupid.
Francisco
Yeah,
detective.
Of course they're in San Francisco.
Yep. I'm sorry. So, Shawna?
Yeah, I'm up. I rolled a 6.
6 is portrayals.
All right.
Or just whatever
Or
Tom
whatever
finds in a book.
Tom has in a book.
Oh, it's my question thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Really?
yeah, sure. If you want, sure.
No, I don't. No,
I mean,
you
I'm
don't
ready
have
with a question, but if it doesn't
So
matter.
do your question. I'll get my book ready for next time.
Okay, who played Saul Nazerman in The Pawnbroker? I know this one.
God. I have no idea. Is it the Golden State Bridge?
It is the Golden State.
Brooklyn Bridge.
Golden State Bridge.
The Golden State.
Whatever.
Yeah, sure, he's from California. Sure he is. Sure he grew up in California.
Later for me than all of you. You have a time advantage.
This is true.
I'm trying to even remember what year that movie is.
Mid-60s.
Whatever year
Yeah.
was later where I am.
64 or 65, I want to say.
Yeah. All right.
Come on, Sean.
Somebody.
Dustin Hoffman.
Shut up.
Dusty. I don't think that was correct.
No, too bad.
I'm going to go with Elliot Gould. I think it's more
I'm sorry. It was Rod Steiger. Rod Steiger.
Oh,
his Oscar-winning performance, in fact.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you
I
go.
obviously
Never
never
seen
seen that movie.
All right, Tomas.
I'm ready. Oh, I have a dice app. I'm ready to go.
Okay,
here.
go for it.
Here I go. I'm rolling. It makes a sound. It's cool.
Oh,
3.
I'm impressed. 3
Okay.
is production. Green.
Okay, green. Let's go. Golden Gate Bridge.
All right, I can ask it.
Oh, no, yeah. Or, excuse me, is it off-screen? It went...
3 is off screen.
Off screen.
Off. Well, now I'm not
no,
going to
all
get
right.
that production.
I guess...
Oh, this one's fun. All right, I'll ask this one.
Okay.
Are Maureen Stapleton and Jean Stapleton sisters?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is correct.
Oh, really? I thought they were sisters. They're not?
Maureen Stapleton and Jean Stapleton are not sisters.
Wow. Tom, we're on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Nice going, Tom.
What a strange just yes or no question for Trivial Pursuit.
I'm very
That's the
shocked.
best.
I know.
I love the 50-50 chance. Why would you ask them if they were sisters?
That's
You got a
awesome.
50 shot on that one. Good job.
All right. Oh, it's my turn again, isn't it?
I'm ruling this
All right,
game.
here
You
we
guys are backing off.
Oh my god.
I also have rolled a 3.
All right.
That's off screen again.
Good, Tom.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
Oh, wait, I'm up. It's random question time.
Yep.
What was the first comedy to win Best Picture? You get this is multiple choice. You get question. It Happened One Night, Lady for a Day, The Divorcee, or The Thin Man?
It happened one night.
No, it's The Divorcee. It was 1930.
No shit.
Yeah.
God damn. I would
Oh,
have.
wait, no, wait. You might wait. That might have been before the Oscars. Wait a second. I have to look this up.
I think Wings was the first Best Picture, and I think that was like 28 or 29.
Good. Yeah. That
Yeah,
makes-
just
It
the
was probably
first
The
comedy.
Divorcee. Okay.
Say.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I could have sworn it was It Happened One Night, but that's cool. All right. Awesome. Excellent.
I could be,
All right, my turn. Give me the dice.
I'm looking this up.
I got a 3.
Man, everybody with their off-screen stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Or unless you want a Tom question.
Oh, I want a Tom question.
I have to look. Oh, you want a Tom question? Jeez, what did I do wrong? I have no. Get another question because I'm
Okay.
how my book works. I'm not smart enough
John.
to do this.
I'm
You
ready.
do it.
What 6-letter word in Otto Preminger's 1953 film The Moon is Blue shocked the censors? What 6-letter word? And if you know the premise of The Moon is Blue, it obviously helps. That would be a William Holden movie, and I can't remember the girl who was
She
in it.
is literally counting on her fingers right now.
John, you were right on that question. I was wrong.
Oh, for real?
You get a point.
That's hilarious.
It Happened One Night was the first one?
That was the first comedy to win an
I
Oscar.
could have sworn it was. All right.
Oh.
We're on the board.
I was just doing it by the dates.
No
'Cause
problem,
I assume from the question that all of those were Oscar winners, but it's not true.
There you go.
Ah, see.
6-letter word.
In Otto Preminger's 1953 film, The Moon is Blue, which was a very controversial film in its day. And it shocked the censors. That should be
Is
it.
anyone else trying to spell booby in their head?
What if I put the word booby in the movie? Is that a problem? No, Otto. I think we're fine.
That's just like Otto Preminger. He
Come
was
on.
in the room.
Yeah, come on. If you saw your
Is that
66
you, Otto?
Batman, and he's one of the Mr. Freezes.
Abortion or something, you know. Like,
Otto Preminger
See,
is a
boy-
Mr. Freeze?
I think you're on the right, I guess, general category. I'll even give you that much of a hint. But that's awesome.
Oh, I'll stay on theme and say hooker.
Oh, that's a fair guess as well. Unfortunately, incorrect. The answer is virgin.
Oh,
Virgin. Because
well, there's no saying a hooker couldn't be a virgin. Okay, there is saying.
Yeah, maybe a little saying. But William Holden is. I've never seen the film itself, but I've seen documentaries about Preminger's films.
Virgin shocked the censors. Oh,
well, 1953. God, Anatomy of a Murder, another great Preminger film. My dad was. It was so. I loved. Again, my love for movies comes from my father, and he was just like, "Hey, this is on at 2 a.m. We got to watch it." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "This was a big deal in 1959. This was like a dirty movie in 1959."
Oh my God!
And he was
Because
right.
they were there were panties in it, right?
Right.
That was the big controversy.
Yeah, exactly. Jimmy Stewart. Now, I don't know if we could say this, Your Honor, but we found her torn panties. Is that a problem?
Wait,
I remember that.
Jimmy Stewart says panties.
Totally.
Yeah, because he's a prosecuting
Oh
attorney.
yeah, while playing the piano.
And the judge is that same. He was a real judge. He was Welsh. He was Joseph Welsh. He's the guy from the McCarthy hearings that says, "That's enough, Senator. Have you no decency, sir?"
Have you no decency, sir?
Yeah,
Really?
and he's in it, and he says it too. Now we're going to say a word, and I know there's going to be laughing. The word is Mrs. Mannion's panties, and everybody starts laughing. And it's Lee Remick's underwear. How you doing, everybody?
First of all, no one should say panty. Is this the weirdest
But
word?
Jimmy Stewart especially. Come on now, take your panties
Especially
off.
Jimmy Stewart. And especially about a woman. Like, aren't panties for little girls?
Well, again, this is 59. I don't know, And it's great because they even have like a. All right, let's have counsel step over towards the judge and have a discussion about this. And they're like, "What should we call him?"
Sidebar.
And George C. Scott's
I
like,
object to panties.
I know a French word, but I think it's kind of unseemly or something. Like George C. Scott's
Oh
like,
my
I don't think we should call him that. And he's like, and the other guy's like, well, my wife calls him this.
Oh my God. Bloomer.
Wife's bloomer.
Out of Preminger, man. I'm telling you, dirty old man. Who knew?
Oh my God.
Good stuff. Mrs. Mannion's panties. George Bailey, did you just say that? My God.
I want my ringtone to be Jimmy Stewart saying panties.
And everyone looks at you like, what?
Like, you just don't get it.
Except that one guy's like, "Yeah, I get it."
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I have to run away from that person.
Yeah, you would run away from that person.
All right, Shawna.
All right, I rolled a 5. Johnny asked me a question.
5 is production, or do you want a Tom King question?
I would like a question from you, sir.
Okay, my pleasure. What film did Olivia de Havilland make as a favor to Bette Davis?
Oh, The Heiress?
No, I'm sorry. It was Hush Hush, Sweet Charlotte.
Yeah, it was the sequel. Did you guys didn't watch that show on FX? What was it?
Yeah.
No, the Ryan Murphy thing?
Yeah,
I never saw it.
Oh, it's so good. And hey, are you guys watching the Fosse Gwen Verdon one?
Oh, I'm obsessed.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good Lord, I love it.
Obsessed. She is so amazing in it, and I am the biggest Sam Rockwell fan in the entire universe, but she is just acting him off the screen.
Oh my God, and she looks...
Michelle Williams is amazing.
She looks exactly like Gwen Verdon. It is
She's
scary
got
how
the
much...
whole voice.
Yes.
Oh
my God. And I'm so glad because it is so true that Verdon really got screwed and should have been a much bigger worldwide star. And granted, this, thank God she was on Broadway at the height of Broadway, so I'm sure, she did okay. But yeah, it's like, oh man, everyone should really know her. And outside of Damn Yankees, I don't know any other movies I've ever seen her in, frankly.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
It's so good.
Yeah, man. I'm with you.
It's funny.
Go ahead.
That show came out and everyone said it was no good, and then I feel like 2 weeks passed that everyone loves it.
The Fosse Verdon
Out
show.
the gate, I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing on television.
Oh my God, I'm totally the same way, seriously, and I'm hanging on every episode. It's outstanding. It's so...
You gotta watch it, Tom.
I gotta go back.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I love it.
You're into okay, good.
Yeah.
That last week's episode, did you guys catch it yet? Last week's, whatever week?
I'm a week behind, and I'm kind of savoring it anyway. But no, go ahead, say whatever you want.
No. It's just there's just an amazing musical sequence in there that you're like, Jesus, how did they do this?
Oh, that's
But I just
cool.
love the Cabaret episode because Cabaret is probably one of my top 10 favorite movies ever, and so just watching how that sausage was made and how much involvement she had, it's amazing.
That's cool. That's cool. I know, seriously, you see Cabaret, and it's like, oh yeah, that's why Liza Minnelli was fucking huge. And it's like, because really, I mean, unfortunately, Wackadoo Liza has like really taken over her public persona, and it's like, yeah, but you go back to Cabaret, and it's like, no, she was really fucking amazing.
She was so amazing.
Yeah. And God, if only Gwen had done it, I mean, and maybe Gwen was too old to do it. And again, I haven't seen the episode yet, but obviously they've been talking about Cabaret throughout the series, so good stuff.
So good. All right, I gotta watch that.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
thing.
Tom,
Is it my turn?
it's your turn, sir.
All right, I'm ready. You had a good roll. 4.
It makes a noise on your phone.
I love that. I love that
It's a horribly satisfying noise.
I was kind of bummed that mine
very,
doesn't. So yeah, I can
clicky.
appreciate that.
It's like, ah. Yeah.
You got 4.
I
Okay.
got 4.
So that's on
On screen.
screen. Yeah.
Give me another yes or no question.
Oh, you're the worst. All right, so I'm not asking this question because it says sisters in it again.
I want to hear about this.
All right, Shawna's got one.
Okay.
All right. This could be a trick question. Not sure. Time will tell. What kind of car was James Bond issued in Goldfinger?
An Aston Martin? Is that the
I need a model, please.
Oh,
Ooh.
model? What? 63 Aston?
sure.
The card says, so I'll let John be the judge on this. The card says an Aston Martin DB5.
That is correct. I'd give it to him though with the Aston Martin.
Oh yeah, I'd give him that.
So come on. Exactly.
Shawna's true.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
incorrect.
My son,
I thought you were going to say a DB8 or something. I was like,
watched enough
DB8.
Top Gear. I should have gotten that one. All right, so I'm 2 for 2. I'm kicking ass.
Tom's in the
Oh,
lead.
we have to beat Tom. He is not allowed to win this
Oh
game.
my goodness. Am I doing everything? I can't believe.
Oh my god. He must be stopped.
Oh my! I'm liking this.
This is my day of triumph.
So again, is it my turn? I guess. There.
We're going to leave you at the altar, King.
Wow. I got a 5.
Oh.
Boom. Boom.
So
Got
it's
jokes in about your comic.
production, I believe.
5. Julie, you want to?
Oh, I'll do 5. Okay. 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Production.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What was the first film to team Doris Day and Rock Hudson?
I think it's whatchamacallit. Pillow Talk, I will guess.
That is correct.
Pillow Talk. Yeah, this is
Yay.
the song. Pillow
I'm
Talk.
a fan.
That song, man.
Come on, Tony Randall, too. Good Lord. That was
I
the great
tried watching
thing.
that with my daughter, and she did not like it. I was disappointed.
Interesting.
Aw.
That was the great thing about Down with Love, that Tony Randall was still around and could like play the old man the way Edward Everett Horton did in those movies and stuff. So I like it.
My daughter did not like that Rock Hudson's fooling her for most of the movie. Like he's pretending to be someone
Right.
because he already
Yeah,
knows.
I'm with
She
your
did not
daughter.
like-
I have this like icky feeling every time I watch it. I'm like, why is he being a jerk?
Yeah, he is kind of jerky
Sure.
in it. I agree with her.
Sure.
Yeah, it was a good observation.
Did you guys like Down with Love? Did you see Down with Love with
I liked it.
Zellweger
I liked
and yeah, I did too actually. And Ewan McGregor.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was too ironic. It should have been like dialed the ironic down like a little.
Yeah, but they almost had to be. Again, when you look at Pillow Talk now and some of those others, they are kind of crazy hokey. I like the one with Edie Adams, where Rock Hudson's the ad guy, and I can't remember the name of it now. But Edie Adams is like another woman in the thing, and I can't remember it. The one that I can't watch anymore, unfortunately, is Touch of Mink with Cary Grant and Doris Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why-
it's kind of painful to watch now.
Oh.
I personally, and I love Cary Grant. I mean, everything he does, I'm usually, I'm right there.
Why? Because he's too old, or
Well, it's just really, it's so like, yes, let's go away and have sex, and I mean, it's really like,
It's a little skeevy.
it really is. It's kind of creepy that way, and it's like, all right,
You sounded like you were doing the Tony Curtis impression.
Yes.
Of
I kind of was. Something like it.
I thought it was
Exactly.
perfect. Doris Day
Perfect.
still alive.
I know, and she's awesome.
She is around fighting for dog rights.
Terry Gross interviewed.
Doris Day?
Yeah, Terry
Yeah.
Gross interviewed her like within the last 5 years, And she was like over the moon that she was talking to Doris Day. Could not have been sweeter back to her, and it was this very sweet conversation. I'm sure it's online
I've listened
somewhere.
to that. I've listened to that, John.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. You know what I reposted on Facebook today. Larry Storch was at some autograph session, and he's like 95 or older. He's definitely at least 95. The guy from F Troop, and he's in the Great Race with Tony Curtis. Speaking of Tony Curtis and everything, and yeah, it's like he does yoga in his 90s, and that's probably one of the reasons why he's still alive and everything. But
that's fantastic.
Holy hell!
Yeah.
Doris Day, of course, secretly slightly responsible for the Manson murders. It's my favorite Doris Day.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, it was her son Terry, right?
Yeah, Terry was the target, and he had quit supporting Manson to go work for her because she took off in television, and that's why Manson wanted to kill those people.
Yeah,
and they got the house wrong.
Yikes! Yeah, Yeesh. I like that Warren Beatty wanted to date Doris Day, and she's like, "Yeah, see you later, Sonny," because she was busy going out with like Los Angeles Dodgers and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I don't have time for you, kid.
I just looked up Doris Day's picture for her 97th birthday, and she's still stunning, first of all, for 97.
That's
but
awesome.
Yeah.
she looks exactly like the mom on American Movie, Mike's mom. She looks like she's like, oh, yeah, no, I cannot help you with the movie today. I have to go to the grocery store or whatever that in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Minnesota. Yeah.
I love that, Doc. That's an awesome movie. Coven like oven.
Coven.
Yeah, it was.
That's crazy.
The one actor's pissed off. I don't understand why he calls it Coven. It's Coven like oven.
It's Coven. And he's like, oh my God, it's probably one of my top 10 favorite movies. That, Cabaret, so we got two.
So
I'll have to name the other one.
See?
But like, seriously, that is one of my favorite movies.
This is why I
It's
like
true.
you guys.
Put it on, it makes us laugh.
See? This is why we all should live on the same street and do this like once a
I've
month.
never seen that movie.
Oh, you'd
What?
love it. Oh, Tom, you'd love it. It's fantastic.
Watch it immediately.
Seriously.
You'll love it.
And especially in this crowd.
Immediately. All right, guys.
Well,
I guess I will.
exactly. Wait, come back.
Turn this off, watch it, then come back.
Well, especially like in the world of crowdfunding now, and like average people realizing their dreams of writing their novels and making their movies, making their albums and stuff like that. This was pre-crowdfunding, and it's great.
It's so good.
It really is. It's cool, and very real, very genuine. So, and like you said, his mom is a perfect example of that. That's
It's
awesome.
all right. It's okay. There's something to live for. Jesus told me so. Tom will be like, what in the hell? And then you're going to see it and be like, oh.
That's awesome. You're killing
You've all
me.
gone crazy.
They are killing me. Too many got all this.
Because I'm in the lead. I get
That
it.
is not wrong.
Jesus. All right. I believe Shawna's next, or Julie. Which one's next?
Oh.
It's found the.
Give me the Doris. I wanted to click like Tom. Clicky. 4.
Get on the board, Benson.
4 is,
I got a 4.
4 is on screen, or a Tom King question.
I want a Tom King question.
All right, I'm prepped this time.
Got a point.
All right.
This book I nerdily sometimes go through when I'm bored and I cross off questions that I get right. So I'm only going to give you questions that I got right at some point.
What is the book? Is it the Turner Classic Movie book?
The Turner Classic Movie question.
I also have that
okay.
book on hand as well. So very nice.
I go through with a pencil.
It's a great book for $23. There are as many, if not more, questions than we're getting in this silver screen edition. So
Oh, man.
they're great.
Okay.
They're great.
In honor of the FX series. No, I lost my page.
Tom, whoa.
The 1958 Stanley Donen musical, who was not featured at the Oscars. That's crazy. Damn Yankees featured which of the following songs? Baby You Knock Me Out, Good Morning, Heart, or Prehistoric Man? Which of those songs was in Damn Yankees?
I think it's Heart.
Heart is correct.
Yes, indeed.
Ah,
You gotta
got one.
have heart.
I was in Damn Yankees.
Really?
10th
What'd you?
sophomore.
You were?
Were you one of the ball players? What were you?
I was the manager because I'm the worst singer anyone's ever sung. So he has no song.
Oh
My
man.
goodness.
All right, so I
I came out with that scruffy voice. Oh, we'll make it, kiddos.
I never saw the stage version with Jerry Lewis, but I wonder how he did compare to Ray Walston, because Ray Walston was amazing as the devil in that movie. Very funny.
Oh, he was perfect. He was perfect.
And again, Gwen Verdon, amazing. And Jane Krakowski, apparently among the whatever Lola wants, Lola gets women in Damn Yankees.
Oh. Okay.
And he just died. The star just died. What's his name?
Tab Hunter?
Tab Hunter?
Tab Hunter.
That's a great documentary.
The blonde guy. I need to see that. I've never seen that.
Oh man, it was on Netflix. I hope it still is. And you forget how huge Tab Hunter really was. Because, I'm 54. I remember like seeing him on Mary Hartman. And again, seeing like the occasional Tab Hunter film, but it was completely oblivious to his orientation and also his great fall once it was exposed that he was gay. So
I was going to say, so pretty much every actor that we all loved was in the closet. They were all gay, right?
Like, yeah, Cary Grant, obviously. Did you guys see the one documentary? It was on Starz and I think on Amazon about the pimp in Hollywood that would facilitate everybody from the golden age. And
no, I didn't see it, but apparently, like the place that Katharine Hepburn and everyone used to go to is literally like on our corner.
Amazing.
It's now a firehouse.
Yes. Oh my God. Because it was a gas station, I guess, back in the day. Yeah. And they had 2 mobile homes in the back. And literally, it was like, okay, there was a curtain, but like that separated half the mobile home. So yeah, everyone was kind of aware what was going on the other side of the mobile home as well.
But that I read the book, but that is not accepted as canon. Like his word has not been
right.
That's true.
Accepted.
That is true.
Is my understanding.
Yeah, you're right. But I don't know. I kind of believe the guy. I got to be honest.
Yeah, that's fine.
And also, there's a whole interesting thing in the documentary where the Tasham people, the people who make the coffee table books, including great comic book coffee table books, they did the DC history, the 75th anniversary stuff. They approach him because there's this great World War II book that they want him to help work on. And it's interesting, and you see the insides of Tasham. So I honestly, that was an interesting little side note.
Oh, I'll watch it for that.
Yeah, it was an interesting little side note to the documentary. No, it's great. It's really, really interesting. Very interesting. So, all right. So, Shawna on the board. Nice going.
Oh, it was me.
Oh, pardon me, Julie. I apologize.
Liar.
I know. Darn it. All right.
Damn,
it's been corrected. So, again, our score right now, Tom has 2, I have 2, Julie has 1. Shawna, get on the board. Let's go.
I know. I got to get on the board. Okay. I rolled a 4, but I'm going to take a question from Tom.
Okay.
All right. Again, these are questions I've gotten right. So the easier questions, or people at home are like, "Why is this book so easy?" Because this is to my level of stupidity.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is the name of Barbara Bel Geddes' character? Geddes? I don't know.
Bel Geddes. Yeah.
Bel Geddes' character in the 1958 film Vertigo.
Ooh, that's hard.
Lila, Madeline, Midge, or Sue?
Now you got to imagine Jimmy Stewart saying all those names.
I know. I do.
Why?
Not Ida.
Designing those bras, and it's making me uncomfortable.
Oh my God. Are you saying panties? Did you just say panties?
I said bras.
Oh, you said bras. Okay.
Could you repeat the names, please?
Maybe. No, yeah. Lila, A. B. Madeline. C. Midge. D. Sue.
I don't know.
I hate
For some reason,
Vertigo.
Madeline sticks in my brain.
It's Midge.
I was gonna say it sounds. Looking at Barbara Bel Geddes, it's like she's kind of looked like a Midge in that movie.
Midge sounds.
She's Midge. Actually, she's Midge. So of course, Barbara Bel Geddes, Miss Ellie on Dallas, of course.
Oh.
And
I didn't know.
Oh yeah, and it's great. I love Vertigo. Vertigo again. What's with Jimmy Stewart in the late 50s? Hey, you got a kinky movie for me? Can I obsess about a dead
Vertigo.
woman?
Isn't that the one where he dresses up some woman to look like his dead ex? And
poor Kim Novak.
super weird.
Come on, Janie. Wear the dress. Come on.
She only ends up dead at the end of the picture for no good reason.
Exactly. Now speak dirty to me, will you? Okay.
Oh, it's so weird.
It is so weird. Thank you, boy in the plastic bubble.
I
Absolutely.
think your daughter is smart.
But I like Vertigo's a good movie.
I like the cinematography in it for sure.
Oh man, no, and the music, everything about Vertigo's.
Oh yeah.
But he's not the hero of that movie. He doesn't. It's not like a heroic thing.
No.
He does. they acknowledge that he's being a creepo.
Totally. Absolutely. No, it's, and also you never, the guy that like kind of sets him on the course and stuff, he never gets his comeuppance. The guy that sent Scotty on the case. They want me to follow his wife, for God's sake.
Yeah, the bad guy never gets his comeuppance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
True.
it's a great Hitchcock movie. I'm a big fan. Awesome. All right, so back to Tom.
Oh, back to Tom. I gotta get my dice out. Problem is my phone keeps closing, so it's like I gotta look at the phone. It doesn't remember my face. 6. Is there a 6?
6 is portrayals.
Portrayals. I'll portray.
You want me to ask, or do you guys want to ask? What do you want to do?
Go ahead, John.
All right, I'm ready. Oh, this is my kind of question too. What boxer did Errol Flynn play in a 1942 movie? Errol Flynn.
1933 boxer.
42.
What's his?
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, not quite.
That's pretty bad. What's his name?
It was 42. They probably would have gotten away with something stupid like that.
Rocky. The Rocky guy. Rocky, what's his name? Marciano.
No, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It was Gentleman Jim Corbett, ladies and gentlemen. Gentleman Jim.
Gentleman Jim.
The first gloved heavyweight champion. He beat John L. Sullivan for the first modern heavyweight championship.
This game is fixed. John's gonna have boxing questions. I'm out.
It's a great movie. It is a fun movie. And Alexis Smith is the love interest in it. She's amazing in that. She's beautiful. And Ward Bond is John L. Sullivan in the movie.
Oh. Speaking of gentlemen, are you guys watching Gentleman Jack?
No, is it good?
It's so good.
Okay, all right.
I'm not watching any of these things.
No, I was curious. HBO show.
That's because you're writing 68 pages of script
Exactly.
a day.
He's getting shit done. I know.
I'm watching Billions. They're very upset about that.
You know what I fall asleep to? Old episodes of Lou Grant on YouTube. Just have something to listen to to fall asleep. I know. That's how you doing, everybody? The lonely.
I fall asleep. I'm okay. Oh, I get you.
It's my turn. Excuse me.
Go.
Yes, ma'am. Here we go. Rolling my fake dice. I have a 1. So I'm going to ask for a Tom King question.
Oh.
Man, I gotta prep these things. I'm too into it. All right, I gotta find my cross-out thing. Another dirty dozen quite. That's too many. Okay. All right, this is too easy. I gotta find a hard one for you.
Yeah. All right.
Montgomery Clift and Marlon Brando play soldiers fighting on opposite sides of World War II in what film? A. Moratori. B. The Big Lift. C. The Men. Or D. The Young Lions.
It's the Young Lions.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You're right.
Ah.
Yeah, I knew before the multiple choice, or I suspected, I should say, before the multiple choice.
Also gay. We should keep a
This is
list.
true.
Which one?
I think they kept lists of gay actors back in the day. Maybe we
That
shouldn't
was
do
probably
that.
not a good idea.
Yeah.
Montgomery Clift. Well, he was confused.
Well, and Marlon was probably bi, because they always say he had the relationship with Wally Cox. Him and Underdog hanging out.
Ooh.
There's no need to fear.
Yeah.
I'll never hear
Clift is
that
amazing.
thing.
I love him as an actor.
Oh, man. Both of them, actually. Brando and Cox, actually. Wally Cox was
Montgomery
cool.
Clift might like. Has there been anyone close to Montgomery Clift since Montgomery Clift? Like, really? He's so
Oh, I agree.
sublime.
Yeah.
I feel like Brando is like another Montgomery Clift, and Dean.
I gotta rewatch Red River with him and John Wayne.
He's he's so good. That was his first movie.
Yeah,
too.
one of his breakout movies.
Such
Absolutely.
a baby.
Yeah.
Hey, that Criterion Red River is really good.
Oh, I bet it is.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I got that. We got that for our dad.
Same.
Like-
Good girls. Atta girl. Nice going. Jeez.
I rolled a 3. Was it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. I rolled 3.
Okay, so-
why am I getting 3?
So that's
that was the end of another round. So where are we at right now? John?
it's 3. I have 3. Tom has 2. Julie has 1.
Dang it! I was in the lead.
And I have a 0.
Someone's got to stump John.
All right.
So off screen.
Off screen. Shawna, you asked me one. I
Okay.
swear we're not cheating. We're
Yeah,
sitting
no,
on
it's
opposite
okay.
sides of the
I
table.
believe you.
John, they're cheating.
I know, but it's all right.
She's frantically looking through cards to make sure she gives me a hard one.
Oh, interesting.
This is very
See, I'm
unfair.
just taking it from the top of
following
the stack,
people,
man.
sisters.
I'm just taking it.
Wait, you're not supposed to
Benson?
judge them before you give them
Exactly.
to me. That's not fair. She's going through all the cards.
She's still alive. Like, it's just an old-time video. She's not actually in the room.
You know, the Parker brothers would not approve of these kinds of shenanigans, or Milton Bradley for that matter.
No.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
All right, Julie.
All right, she's giving me a hard one.
You're getting the question, the last one that I pulled. So,
Oh, great.
what actress wound up in a pink jail cell in 1982?
In 82.
Wow, interesting.
What?
Off screen.
That's terrible.
Oh, off screen. Okay.
So somebody was put into a pink jail cell,
Man.
actress in the year 1982.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know this one either. This is a tough one.
That could be anyone.
Catwoman.
Madonna.
No, that was my first guess, but I don't think she was really old enough to do anything in 82. Sophia Loren.
Aw, come on.
I don't know that story.
Yeah, what's the story behind that
It
story?
was Sophia Loren.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll look
Wait,
that
so you
up.
got it right?
In 1982.
No, she did not get it right.
I said Madonna.
yeah.
I knew you guys would cheat.
I was using logic and math.
That wasn't.
Nope.
Which did no good for you whatsoever.
Hey, I got to take a call. Hang on one. Sorry. Hang on one second because I just want to be sure.
Pausing the recording.
Are you pausing the recording or do we have to vamp?
I'm recording, but here, hold on. They might actually be calling me.
Oh,
to
I'll
work.
vamp.
Hey, Ab.
Hey, are you coming in tonight?
You know, I asked him on Wednesday what days am I working. He's like Saturday and Sunday. I'm like, okay. I'm sorry, hon. I'll call an Uber and I'll come in.
Okay, sorry.
No, not at all. I'm sorry to keep you late. I apologize.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, thanks.
Jesus. Well, yeah, sorry, guys. I got to go to work. Shit.
Oh my god.
I apologize.
John.
I
Why?
apologize.
We're halfway through the game.
Yeah, it's no big deal, guys. You know, I'm sorry that I got to go, but I...
No worries.
no worries.
We'll do a rain check.
Son of a-
Can we pause the game
Sure.
and come back?
Oh, of course.
It's just
Yeah,
for-
hit pause.
Yeah, totally. All right, there you go. Much like Bruce Wayne, I got the bat signal to head to work, so I had to cut things short. I'm sorry, Aunt Harriet. Maybe Dick, you and Aunt Harriet can continue the game without me. No, they weren't going to do that. But no, I'm glad. It's like, hey, no, I didn't win. We said we were going to play until we got to 5. So game night 2 will happen eventually. I'm not sure when. Because again, it's really hard for us all to get together. We even thought about, maybe we'll do it like some weekend we're at a convention, which was a pipe dream. And I literally even packed like a box of questions with me to take along. And I'm like, well, we're all here. I'm sure we can do it then. Of course not. So, but that was great, and I love talking to them, and I love hanging out with them in person and even on Skype. So I hope you enjoyed part 1 of Game Night. Part 2 to be continued. Again, I wish I could give you a hard date, but I hope you enjoyed this episode of Word Balloon. It was brought to you by the League of Word Balloon listeners via Patreon. Thank you again. Patreon.com/Word Balloon if you'd like to subscribe. And it was brought to you by Aftershock Comics. Great books, great prices, tremendous creators, all led by Mike Martz and Joe Pruitt. Great eye for talent, great eye for interesting concepts. Great books, things like Out of the Blue from Garth Ennis, great World War II fighter story, Oberon from Ryan Parrott, Dark Red from Tim Seeley about a vampire living in rural America. You've got Marguerite Bennett's Animosity, that's always been a big hit, A Walk Through Hell from Garth Ennis, Dark Ark, a different twist on Noah's Ark from Cullen Bunn and Juan Doe. Look for Dark Ark 2, Volume 2 coming later in the fall. Baby Teeth from Donnie Cates. All these great books, man, they push the envelope with new releases and ongoing series that continue to thrill, chill, and challenge our imaginations and sensibilities. As I've said before, in the weeks ahead we'll have more talks with more Aftershock creators about their books, but you don't have to wait. Go to their website. You'll find full story descriptions, preview pages, and the diamond codes on these books to order through your local shop at AftershockComics.com. And don't forget, next week, May 29th, Killer Groove, a great LA crime story getting started from Ollie Masters and Owen Marin from Aftershock. Thanks a lot for listening. More great stuff coming to you today, and more is before the end of May, for God's sakes. We still have 8 days left in May, so there's enough time to still do some great word balloons until May wraps up. Please join me. keep checking over at wordballoon.com. On social media, I'm at Twitter, at John Wordballoon. You can find me on Facebook under my name, John Suntress, also the Word Balloon Network, and even, of course, the Oh Yeah podcast with Art and Franco. We have our own closed group called I Like Pink Very Much. If you'd like to join, we have great discussions over there about the Oh Yeah podcast and all the stuff we talk about there. I just dropped 2 new episodes of the Oh Yeah podcast last night. Artie Baltazar talks a bit about some of his recent adventures, and Franco and I discuss Captain Marvel and the wrap-ups to Star Trek Discovery and the Orville, and a whole bunch of topics. I think you'll enjoy it if you haven't already. Listen to the Oh Yeah podcast. Thanks again for listening. Until next time, Word Balloon is a copyright feature of Shaky Productions. Copyright 2019.